Phinehas is a band that we've listened to before. I can't remember which specific songs we've listened to, but we've listened to some of their older stuff, and now they are coming back with a vengeance. So let's give Eternally Apart a listen, and let's see what we think. All right, here we go. I'm loving these new headphones. They're very, very nice. And go. Five minutes. That's the Futura song. I'm sorry, Futura font on their video. Woo! Dude. "16th Trip." Yeah, 16 triplets. Some fast notes. That's a nice theme. Ooh, that kick. Tempo change. Classic vibe. Reminds me of This or the Apocalypse.
Endless bodies like the seas and the skies. Converge, then you and I collide.
Oh, I thought that was the chorus. That was the pre-chorus.
While eternally apart, how vast the distance between who we are.
Very thematic.
Eternally apart,
good transitions. The weakest part of the song so far was that long intro, but maybe it's the intro to the album. Oh, I felt it coming. That guitar tone is really nice. Love that delay and that long gap. Good spacing. That was kind of a weird transition right there. It's not bad. Just kind of threw me off just a little. Okay, so they're doubling up on the pre-chorus with a second layer of vocals. There you go. Ooh, there's some shred. Some mega speed. Okay, back to the chorus. Double up. hits hard. That's cool. That's cool. All right, that was cool. That was cool. I liked it. Yeah, I like that. That was cool. There was a lot of good transitions, and then there's some weird transitions in this. The first weird transition was in the intro when it went from that acoustic guitar into the fading, distorted guitar. That fade felt a little bit unnatural. I think it was after the breakdown. They did like this long tom thing while they sang over it, and they had the layer part. That transition into that tom thing was a little bit odd, but then from that into the solo, that actually worked really, really well. And then the verses into the chorus, in the first verses into the chorus, as well back into the second verse, that whole vibe really, really stitched together very, very well. So there's a lot of good transitions, and then there was a handful of weird transitions that kind of just threw me off in the song. That's the only thing that, like, about the structure of the song that I'd say is kind of lacking, you know, just a little bit. But the whole vibe was very, very epic, very thematic. The theme was cool. Everything was very, very eccentric, you know, but in a great way. You know, I don't mind eccentric as long as you pull it off. And they did. They pull it off. It's very, very cool to listen to. The whole mix punches very, very well. Where I just felt a little bit off was those transitions, and that kind of took away from the authenticity of the song as a whole. I read the lyrics along while it was playing, and it sounds very, very, very epic. Basically, it's just about a brother, you know, it's about a brother of yours that you're separated from, that you're still connected to, yet you guys are so far apart. And there's just like this massive distance between you two, and yet you're still connected. Maybe one brother went towards God, and the other brother fell from God. You're still connected, but you have like this massive chasm between you of just decisions that you've made that have put you guys so far apart from each other. And I get that. I think I really understand that. I'm sure the singer of Phinehas would have a lot to say about the song, but this is just my open interpretation of just this song. I'm not critiquing songs within the context of their albums. I'm just looking at the song plainly as an individual song. So I'm just plainly looking at it, just directly at it, and just saying, this is what I'm understanding. This is what I'm taking away from this. And that's the whole point of this whole process, right? I still understand, at least from a principle level, of what this song is about. And it's just about two spirits that are now separated but still connected. But the separation is enormous, you know, and yet they're still connected. And it reminds me of like just family, you know, like you might have a falling out with your family, and it might be, you know, years since you've talked to someone that you used to be very close to, whether it be a brother, your sister, a parent. You still know that you guys are connected, but it's been so long and you guys are so different now that it's like there's an eternity between you, and you guys don't understand each other's worlds. Your worlds are completely different. I completely relate, especially as a family man, and it's hard for me to engage with old friends that don't have family because of how different our lives are. It's not that we can't get along anymore or anything like that. It's just that our lives are so different. And because of those differences, we have less in common. You know, we have less to share because we're not in the same life path. And that just happens. You know, it just happens. Sometimes it happens because of falling out, and sometimes it happens just organically. You know, it can happen because of drama, or it can happen organically and there's no hard feelings. It's just we just took our own ways and walked our own paths, and now we're completely different places. It's just how it works. You know, life can work that way, and it just is what it is. That was Phinehas' new song, Eternally Apart, from their new album, The Fire Itself, which is not out yet, at least at the time of this recording, which is August 3rd. And yeah, I liked it though. For the most part, I liked it. It was just those little transitions that are going to bug me a little bit. But as far as just a solid listen, that was a solid listen. Very, very fun to listen to. Go check them out. All right, next song.